Hey everyone, welcome back to Not Another Watch channel. I got a very exciting piece for you here, one that I've been waiting a very long time to do. This is the Undone Urban. Yeah, so I've always wanted to pull the trigger on this watch. I just never have, but with coronavirus and taking so long to get watches from certain places, I figured give this a shot, see if it comes quickly. And first off, before I even do anything with this watch, I ordered this on July 7th, and it arrived on July 10th. And it has a date on it, a date of purchase of July 9th. Actually, it might have been the night of the July 6th. But either way, I had this watch in a shockingly quick amount of time, especially since I didn't order one of the stock ones. I did little changes to this through their customizable option, which I'll show you, but for under a week, I was blown away and right off the bat left a really good impression on me from this company. So here's the box. It comes in this cool little, like gray denim type box. Right on the front, it says Undone, the Urban, Hybrid Mechanical Quartz Chronograph, and the date of purchase. I think that's a cool little touch. It just shows that it's not just like some robot packing a machine, shipping it off to you. It was stamped when I bought the watch, and I think that's really cool. And then it just has this little, button clasp. But the watch, the box feels good. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels like a product that had some time put into it and some thought. Opening up here, very simple. It comes with this little warranty booklet that is also the instructions on the watch, which is just really simple. And then just your watch in here, folded up on itself, nothing else, no frills, no, cleaning cloth, which I wish it did, but, nothing crazy. It's just the watch and the box. Like I said, as you can see here, also this is the Undone Urban, which is kind of like their Daytona Speedmaster type model. I'll put a picture here of what it looks like on the website, completely stock, and then I'll tell you guys now what I did was I did around the outside, I did the bezel in silver, I changed the hour, minute, and second hands on the inside to chrome instead of white, which was the default, and then I also picked the tropical dial, which I'll try to get you a cool little zoom in on here, but it's the simulation of what an aged, patinaed looking watch would look like. And then I picked to put it onto a nice little brown leather strap, which actually feels great. It's really thick and it feels well made and it's incredibly comfortable. But I just tried to make this as classic looking of a chronograph as I could, and I think it actually came out incredibly. The movement in this watch is the Seiko VK61 series. So it is a quartz watch, but it does have mechanical components, so when you use the chronograph hands, it does sweep nicely. But other than that, this is technically a quartz watch, and when you're looking at the face, there is nothing moving. There's no second hand that's continuously running, so it just looks like it's always dead, which is weird to get used to at first, because this is my only watch that looks like that, but it's kind of cool when you think about it. It's just on its own, always still, except for the little tiny movements of that minute and hour hand that you don't necessarily notice with the naked eye. You have the date down there at 6 o'clock, which is very legible. You have the subdial on the right, which is just a 24-hour running clock. And I think that's a little strange because it's not super large, so it's kind of hard to see in detail a 24-hour clock and know, oh yeah, it's 7:45. So I'm not totally sure what the purpose of that is. And then on the left subdial, that's the chronograph timer, and it's just a 60-minute clock. Simple, looks nice. I believe my old Speedmaster was only a 60-minute clock also, so nothing that I was expecting to be greater than that. The back of this watch is kind of a display back, but there's really nothing to see there. It's this really nice polished stainless steel case. You got the little Undone logo there on the crown. You got your pushers, which feel great. And also they look great. There's no guards on them. They don't screw down. They're just your standard little pop-out pushers. And I think they look incredibly great, especially with I think the silver bezel was a great choice. I didn't really put a ton of thought into it, but looking at it now, I'm really happy that I did because I think it looks great on this watch. Undone also sell a ton of different types of bands. You can see on the back there, they're the quick release type. So I just picked a brown leather one. I thought it would look cool, but if I don't like it, which I love it in this configuration, but there are a ton more to go pick and swap out. And I think that's one of the main reasons I think this is such a cool watch, because there's so many bands and face options and little tweaks you can make that you could really make this everything you kind of are looking for in a chronograph Speedmaster type watch. There's you could change the face, you could change the subdials, you could put your logo on the back of it, you could change the color of almost everything, and you can really make this your own very personal watch, which I think is a great touch. And it was like a little under $300, which is not crazy. I know that's expensive for some people, and I even had to think about it before I spent $300 on this watch. But I think it's 100% worth it, because you get a watch that feels incredibly quality, and you could really dial it into getting it exactly how you want it. Also, here's just a quick little shot of the lume. It's nothing spectacular, so I figured I wasn't going to show it, but here it is. It's everything you would expect in this watch. It lasts a decent amount of time too, which is nice, but I truly love this watch, and I strongly recommend it to anyone looking for a chronograph style watch at a fairly reasonable price point. So please check out Undone watches, and this thing is great, and I'll see you guys next time.